Hold on. Hi. All right. I think that's good. I don't want to be in my normal spot. I'd rather be. I'd rather be in a spot where it's outside. I can see the outside. Give me one sec. Okay, so left is right and right is left, right? I want to do, how about we do it this way? Yeah? Awesome. Fantastic. So just give me 1 second and I'm going to tell you what crazy thing I just did. I'm going to tell you what crazy thing I just did. Um, all right, let me see. I wonder if everybody knows. I can't, can I, how do I, can I share? I don't know how to share. These are things that I need to know how to do. All right, well, I am going to start. And it's okay. I'll see what I'm going to do. I have to find out how to share and get a service that shares it to all the platforms at the same time. But I don't know how to share it from this setup on here because when you guys are looking at the Facebook, hey, Melissa, when you're looking at the Facebook, you see a share page. What I see right here is in the, is it the Meta dashboard or something like that? And there's not an actual share button. So I'll have to figure it out, maybe because I'm in a group. So I want to start off, hello and happy Monday. So big apologies that I couldn't be on tonight. We are doing psychic development in our membership group, which is amazing. So twice a month, we do some sort of psychic readings or psychic development or how do you tap in. Sometimes we read each other. The group's always different. It always is different. I wonder if, and I'm just curious, I just got notifications, settings. Hold on for 1 second because something just came up for me and I want to see if I can do something really fast. Okay, Melissa. I found you guys. I found you guys. Wait. I just found my chat. All right, awesome. So this is what I'm going to tell you. I just did something crazy. And you guys know that obviously I am not very, I got no technology skills going on here, okay? No technology. I'm not very, I can't do it. I can talk to the deceased. I can connect into your psychic readings and those type of things. But as far as technology, I'm probably going to have to get somebody to help me out on this. So I actually just uploaded my first video to TikTok, which I had to Google for 40 minutes on how to upload a video. So if you are on TikTok, please follow me because apparently that's the in place to be for psychics and mediums. Is that true? So that's the place to be. I had something miraculous. I am the Chakra Diva, by the way, on TikTok. Follow me, follow me, follow me. It would be amazing. So I had something miraculous happen at the grief retreat, like blew my socks off. If you guys know, I was at the grief retreat on Friday night and Saturday. So I took off Sunday. I didn't want to answer any emails. I didn't want to look at any, like I literally shut down. I'm a Cancer zodiac. So Cancer zodiacs are people who love to socialize and then they love to hermit. Okay. So that is my life all the time. I go to events. I can be at an event and then the next day, don't talk to me. I just want to be in bed. I want to digest. I want to eat ice cream. I don't eat ice cream in bed, but you know what I mean? Like I just want to be zen. I just want to be zen and laid back. So the next day I kind of like shut down everything to regroup. So I decided to do my first video and I called it, I don't know what I called it, Memoirs of a Medium, messages, stories from a medium. That's what I call it, stories from a medium. So they're like small little segments of things that happen. So I wanted to share an amazing thing that happened at the grief retreat. But so go to TikTok and then watch that. And I think somehow I can can I get it over to Instagram somehow? I have no idea. Okay. So I'm on TikTok from now on. I'm doing my own thing over there and on YouTube. Okay. So this is what's happening this week. We have a partial eclipse coming up on Wednesday on the full moon. How are you guys feeling? So part of this is that there's going to be up, 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 up. There's a lot of emotions going on this week. So a lot of energy is happening. It's going to be in partnerships, relationships. You might have like a creativity. But the most important thing about this week is the clarity that you get. And that might mean that you have to go through some crap to get through to have clarity, right? By midweek, after midweek, everything should be good. So Wednesday, Thursday, going in there. So if you're kind of like overwhelmed right now, you feel like there's a lot going on, there is a lot going on, right? There is a lot going on. And every time I sit down with spirit, they keep connecting. Like everybody has to connect into your higher self. You have to let your wisdom of your higher self come through. You have to actually do the thing that you've been wanting to do for so long, because that's how we ascend into the 5D, which, let me tell you, on Wednesday, we also have a full moon ceremony. So if you're part of the membership, and if you're not, join the membership, because we do a beautiful ceremony, drumming. It's different every time. It's different every time that we call in our spirit guides and our spirit team. So the full moon, I'm going to go through all of the energies of what's happening on Wednesday, plus how to navigate it for until the new moon. So there's stuff going on from the full moon to the new moon. And I don't normally talk about the new moon. I love the new moon, but just hang tight. The next 6 months are going to be crazy. The next 6 months, worldwide politics happening everywhere, worldwide, not just the US, worldwide. So what is that doing? That's shifting a whole container of everybody, right? The conscious level is all good. We're doing it collectively at the same time. It's going to be 6 months. 6 months. Hold on tight. All right. So before we get started on doing personal readings, I'm going to do a collective reading, which I like collective readings because they're very helpful. Just to navigate like what's going on. And this is what happens. You're kind of like, oh, that's why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. This is what's going on in the bigger picture of things, right? So be very aware of that, because a lot of times we feel it's personal. It's personal and it's collective. It's personal and it's collective, right? So this morning I had like the worst Monday morning ever. And my favorite day is Monday, which is kind of crazy. I love Mondays. I get up early, I'm refreshed. I love Mondays. Today, not so much. And I'm like, what is going on? I looked for my dog's collar, I swear to you, for 40 minutes, running behind. He's going to the spa. He went to the spa this morning. He's going to get all groomed and beautiful. And I can't find this collar. Can't find the collar. And I am a nut going around the house because I gave him a bath last night before he went to the spa, because he likes to eat deer poop, which is a whole nother issue in its own. So I had to give him a bath last night. Anyways, so I took off the collar and now I'm like, what did I do with it? What did I do with it? I remember I'm standing in my living room and I'm like, you are psychic. Tune in, tune in. It is the one ability that I suck at. Where is blah, 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 blah. Can't find it. Let me tell you, I can't find it. So I'm like zoning into his collar and I'm like, I need the collar. Come on, is it in here? And I kind of like scanned through the house to see where it could be at. I got nothing. So I am a hot mess and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to carry him into the spa and hold him. And then we'll get in and we will figure this out. So I come into the spa and I carry him, and she's looking at him and she's like, okay, I said, I like to keep his hair long because he's an old man. He's like 10. He's an old man and he has like this old man kind of face. And she said, sure, we'll keep his hair long. I said, just trim around. And I grabbed him. I said, just trim around his face. And I went like this. And when I went like this, I saw his collar. I'm like, wait a minute, Amber, wait a minute. If I could have cried, well, I was right there because I'm like, he was wearing it the whole time. I'll put it back on him. And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I looked for 40 minutes for that. But he has like that really long hair. And it was just, I swear I checked. I'm like, where did it go? So that's the start of my Monday, right? But what happens is it's personal and it's also collective. So from now up and down until Thursday, hang tight. That's all I'm saying. Hang tight. So I do have his beautiful collar. I was like, oh no. And then I called my husband. I'm like, you would not believe where his collar's at. And he's like, he's wearing it. I'm like, of course he was wearing it. What kind of mom do you think I am not to put the collar back on? It's funny. All right. So collectively, energy going around. What do we have? Oh, Stephanie's here. Hi, Steph. That's so funny. I was like, oh, hot mess, right? Ooh, good, 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 good. That's a good card. And let me see, Soul, yes, on the highest as well. Come on in. Bruce is here. I just heard Bruce is here. Oh, this is funny. It's not that it's funny. It's funny, right? I'll tell you why it's funny, and it's not funny because it's a hard topic to navigate. And yet this week is going to be about relationships, okay? Relationships, creativity, and also like connecting into like you really need to connect in with purpose. But that's relationships, connectivity. How many of you guys are like, how many are releasing a relationship, a loved one? You keep thinking about them. What's coming up for you? Oh. Okay, let's go into it. I love spirit. I feel like I want to pull one more. I'm going to have like a five card, right? What's with the number 5? Transformation, 555. All right, y'all. Whew. Okay, let's clear it out. Collectively, when I talk about relationships, okay, the other topic I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going into October is like a whole big month talking about grief. And I am booked at 1, 2, 3, 4 different events in October, and all of them have to do with grief. Now, when we go into grief, okay, and we're talking about grief this week, grief is not only losing a loved one. So you might be really thinking about a loved one, someone's coming up, you're thinking about memories. You are like, I wish I had them, wish they were connected with me, wish I was still talking to them. They are still here. But grief can be other ways. So that could be losing an aspect of yourself. So talk about divorce, right? When people go through a divorce, you have to find out who you are as an uncouple, right? So not just who you are as a couple, which you may have been defined as for so many years, but who are you when you are uncoupled? Who are you as yourself? There's an aspect of grief of losing, even if you're like, thank goodness that partner's gone, it's losing that aspect of yourself that you kind of knew yourself as. Grief can also be losing a job. It can be losing something that you treasured in some way, and you're like, okay, now I have to let go. And how do we process through grief? And I was holding these, I'm going to put it up later, but I'm hosting a women's event. It's like a bonfire. We're doing a bonfire. It's at somebody's house. It's very personal, and it has a lot to do with grief. Not even in the aspect of losing a loved one, but just feeling loss all around. And a lot of people don't know how to navigate the emotions, right? Feel their emotions. They kind of want to numb. Many people want to numb their emotions that come up around grief. But it is pivotal that we acknowledge. You have to feel to heal. Is that a thing? You have to feel to heal when it comes to your grief, right? And acknowledge the feelings that are coming up. The other thing that's coming up is relationships. As I said at the very beginning, this has a lot to do, and this is, this way, gosh, this is tricky. Okay, relationships with yourself, right? Relationship with other people. That could be a coworker, a friend, a loved one, a family member on the other side. These two will be coming up, so you're going to see some sort of, I say synchronicities around the themes, grief, and also around relationships that are coming together. But this is interesting. I love the Chamber of the Violet Flame. The Violet Flame is Archangel Zachiel. It's also Saint Germain. And we call in the Violet Flame to transmute, right? I have this feeling. I know this feeling. I acknowledge this feeling. What am I going to do with it? I would like to release it and not have it control me and allow it to go, right? There's somebody here. Somebody here just recently lose somebody recently. That's what I want to know, recently. So the violet flame comes up to transmute. Another thing that came up was the snake. Now, in shamanism, the snake is in the south, which actually we are technically in the south because fall hasn't started yet, right? We're around the corner from fall. But the snake is about shedding your old skin, shedding the way that things used to be, letting it go. So you think of a snake and how they used to shed their old stories, their old belief systems, their old patterns, okay? The snake is about shedding and releasing. And then also deep emotional healing. Whew, we got 1 week, don't we? Deep emotional healing that comes up. So your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy to therapeutic care. So all of this is more about, again, grief in the way of a person, grief in the way of September is the shedding season. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I'm high-fiving you. September shedding season. Oh, this is September. We're right on it. So, releasing, letting go. Grief can be a loved one, absolutely. But there's many different aspects to grief and releasing and losing. When my Facebook went down, let me tell you, I was grieving. I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? Because I felt like I lost my community, which I love you guys so much. And I was on my page all the time. I was on my page all the time and just posting daily, but I wasn't in my group very often. So on my page, I have everybody that, you know, that I did group sessions for. And I always feel like I'm undercover, the energy healer that went house to house, the mediumship person that kind of like a traveling gypsy, always undercover, right? But I went through grief when Facebook just took me down, right? I wasn't expecting it. It just came up. I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? I have to navigate my feelings and how I'm going to move forward. So know that that is a part of being human and the human experience. So relationships, grief, releasing the old, deep emotional healing, and the violet flame. Jordan, didn't mean to yell. You're probably like, yeah, what? All right, Jordan, I'm very sorry that you lost your aunt recently. Um, as I went through to do the violet flame, what happens for me is that I'm energy healer 100%, right? So when I go to clear out, there's a lot of heaviness that comes up. And as I went to go clear up, I could only get up to a person's like hip area to clear out. And it's because they had experienced a loss. Now, also with this, and it's very common, but I see a flower that comes in. It's a single flower that comes in, right? Kind of like a gift to you, I love you, those type of things. I keep hearing all will be well, all will be well. So your aunt may have said that to you, or there's some kind of family dynamic that you think all will be well, because that's what keeps coming up. All will be well. That's from the aunt. Hold on, let me catch my breath. So when I'm having hmm. Did you lose her quickly? Was there like something quick that happened? They just snapped for me. Of something quick that has happened. Let me put this over here, through here. When I have to catch my breath, a lot of times it has to do with breathing aspects when I ask them to step forward. When I ask them to step forward as well. I keep hearing my girls, my girls, my girls. Go through and go up. I'm clearing out. Sorry, we're doing a lot of clearing today. Jordan, I am just clearing out within your chest area because that's what comes up for me. Clearing out, releasing, letting go. Okay, coming through up there. I love this. So what I also just heard is telling stories. So you guys recently just told stories, or she likes to pull out books of stories, but there's something that has to do with sharing stories, telling stories of how it's going to be. But she keeps telling me it's almost like I hear the stories that are being told, and I love story time, or I love gossip, or I love to hear what all my girls are doing. That kind of thing, like a communication that comes down, which feels really good to me. But I keep getting something about, um, well, all is well. All is well. That's what comes through. All is well. Let me come up through. I'm just clearing out a little bit more. And tell me, how do you relate? She have a dog, or do you have a dog? I'm getting so hot channeling already. What is going on here? I might have to pull my hair up. I always feel like I look like a schoolgirl with my hair like this, don't I? The little schoolgirl that comes through. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Jordan. I haven't heard from you, darling. Is it that way? No, that way? Okay. That way? What do you do when the camera's backwards and you can't figure this out? Okay, that's high. So this side comes around. What do you do? All right. Well, let's try that one more time, okay? If you would like to have a reading, because I don't know where Jordan is, if you'd like to have a reading, let me know, and we will pull out some cards for you and see what's going on in your energy. Just say yes, yes, yes. We let Spirit pick out, and then I'll give you a reading, okay? Come on through. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let me go up. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Somebody just highlighted for me. Okay, where are you? No. Lisa. Lisa Marie. That's who it was. Okay. Father figure. Okay. Male figure stepping through. Okay, that's fine. All right, Lisa, let's go first. Expanding in horizons. That's what I want to know. Are you expanding? What are you doing? Let's pull out your cards and then I'll give you your story that comes around that. Yeah? Hi! Oh, good. All right, Lisa. Oop, that's one card. I knew it. I knew it. Look, the psychic knew it. It just makes me feel good. Okay. Jordan said she had COPD and passed suddenly. She had 3 dogs who passed, and I have 1 dog. So know that she knows. There's something about her passing, which is really, like I said, it was sudden, that she got the sudden with it, but it's, all is well. All is well. And she's talking about the girls. So please, I hope that that helps you as you move through with your grief and what is happening. I just keep hearing share stories, share stories, share stories, okay? Sending you so much love, Jordan. So much love. She's so nice. She just said thank you to me. My girls, I think she's talking about my twins because she loved them so much. Oh my goodness. Look, I just gave you the biggest hug. That's what I feel. As soon as I read that, it's like hug them tight. My girls, hug them tight. Jordan, I would have to say, wouldn't you be included in that too? My girls, I love that. That's so awesome. So awesome. I love when spirits, I mean, we're all spirit together, right? We're just in this physical body. So sending you lots of loves. And she's also talking about a plant. So either you have a plant or you're going to plant a plant for her, or you're going to be watering plants. You water plants and you think about her. But there's something going to come through about plants as well. All right, Lisa. So the energy comes in around, I'm frozen. Oh, no. Well, I haven't started. Dismiss. I don't know. My internet says that it's top speed, that it's on. Okay, so what I have for you is this. Okay, perfect, got it. Making a decision, but you haven't made a decision yet. I don't know if I should go this way, I should go this way, blah, blah, blah. Do you have the pool with the dog outside? Do you have the pool with the dog outside? I'm just curious. You don't have to answer me, but that's what I just saw, a pool with the dog outside. So there's going to be something that comes up about making a decision and knowing that you don't have to do it alone, finding your soul tribe, okay? Finding your soul tribe. But this is what I love. Your intuition is totally spot on. Are you thinking about And how are you going into healing? How are you going into the psychic world? What's interesting, I think everybody thinks that once you open your abilities, you have to be a psychic or you have to be a medium or you have to go into Reiki, but you don't. You can use your abilities every day in life in whatever you are doing. And it's so important to do that, right? So important. And tell me about the dad, because I keep getting this father figure that will not. I have to address the dad that keeps stepping in. So, Lisa, tell me about this. Is this your dad? Is this your partner's dad that's crossed over? I keep getting, it's hers. So either your father or your grandfather. I keep getting the father figure that is coming in very strong, that stands behind you. Okay. So, having to make a decision, but your intuition is like spot on. It's heightened to do what you have to do. The problem is that there's old patterns. Oh, that's so interesting. There's patterns that are coming up that need to be cleared. Are you not able to step fully into your uh it's your grandfather. Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. I'm going to be very honest with you and just tell you what I'm seeing. So, you know about persecution? Yes. About being a witch? Yes. About doing things with your magic box that comes through. And there's an old story because when I'm holding up the Akashic records, you have to clear your old stories out. There's something about you not fully being able to step into this ability of your intuition, ability of being the seer, ability of and like continuing. Now, if there's family people that not are not allowing you to do so, you know what I mean? Or find it that it's off, you can't be psychic, or if there's some kind of like dynamic on the outside of you that's like, no, 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 she's crazy, you can't do this, or you yourself don't want to feel that way. This is kind of like give yourself the permission to go 100% in to doing this work. Because when I hold up the Akashic record card, what I see is some sort of, I'm going to say witch persecution, because that's how they show it to me, is kind of like a witch kind of thing. I was a nun and I got killed. I'm just seeing witch in this that steps forward. That's almost like an old story that needs to be cleared. An old story that needs to be cleared. So, do you do this work or do you want to do this work and step more boldly into it? Tell me about that. Also, I'm talking about hospice right now. Did you ever do? Natalie and I think it's the old man that passed at the house. Oh, that's interesting. So tell me again about what we were just talking about hospice. Did you cross somebody over, sit with somebody? He is attracted to me. There's the man that comes in. He's like very, very onto this, okay? So, what is your connection in with hospice? Did you sit with somebody in hospice, help transfer over, or do you cross spirit over? There's abilities. So, this is all going back into intuition, your abilities, stepping fully into it, and finding people to support you and sticking with your tribe to give you the okay and keep going forward. So either starting something within the intuition or go more boldly into it to step fully into it. I don't know how else to say that. And clearing all the old stories of why you can't or haven't. Yes, my daughter's great grandmother, and I was with her. You have this energy around you from hospice. So, when I see this, this means that you can help people transition to the other side. And if there is a man that's stepping forward in the house that you're in, and you're like, this is uncomfortable, you know, Archangel Michael, call in Archangel Michael. You have a lot of angel energy around you. That's why I'm saying call in Archangel Michael. And you can say, hey, can you help this person transition into the light? Can you help this person with whatever they may need into the light as well? Okay. So, heightened intuition. When it comes to making a decision, you're just going to have to make a decision. What's blocking you from making your decisions is past programming. So go up to the Akashic records. Hey, what is the soul source of this? What is the root problem of this? So that I can clear it out and just be done with it. Just be done with it. So I hope that helps. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. It is so hot. Oh, I got to put my hair up. My antenna, y'all. That's what I always say. My antenna. This one goes there. When you have 5 different piles, you need to know where all of them go. uh-huh. 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 I don't see that pile. Ta-da! Okay. All right, fantastic. All right, let's go up. Let's do my antenna. Dirt, 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 dirt. All right, if you would like to have a reading, here we go with that side. There we go. Okay, if you would like to have a reading, just let me know. Yes, 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 yes. And then I'll step on you. Look. Ta-da! Okay. Ah, antenna. Antenna in full action. Yes, thank you. There is one piece left from the old man in the house that we have kept. That's so interesting. It's called the Kitchen's Prayer. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, let me tag team Claire, 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 just highlight it for me. Claire, 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 coming through. There's something about a sun, Claire. Claire, do you have the sun? Or I don't know who's standing next to you. Do they have the sun? There's sun energy coming through. Claire, step forward. Thank you. I'm talking to your spirit when I say that. Just want to let you know. Just want to let you know. Okay. Claire, 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 you do have the sun. There's a music, look, there's a music reference that's going to come in around your sun. He likes the music, you like the music. Oh, keep going. You know that song? Hold on, I can't sing. Time of rock and roll. The kind of music just soothes the soul. That's what is singing around you. What does that song remind you of? Who sings it, Claire? Who? Who? All right. Pull out cards, please. Who is that? Soothes the soul. Whew. She says, I don't know. It's all right. It will come through. I promise you. You're going to be like, oh my goodness. My grandma used to say that. My sister used to say that. Oh, why do I say sister? What comes up with sister around there as well? Oh, Palladiums. Palladiums. That's always a fun energy to have, the Palladiums. I feel like that's I'm a rock and roll. Ooh. Good energy. And is that military? I don't know who this person is. Oh, okay. There's two cards. Okay. This is even when I do my videos, right? You can actually, and I'm just going to tell you, I've been doing these videos. I did them for the rest of the year, like looking at the months and the energy that comes through. And I think that it's so beautiful because I pull out 5 or 6 cards and I look at the theme of it, and the whole entire rest of the year will have the theme. So I'm using 5 different decks, but when the same cards come out of 5 different decks, and we all know how many cards are in each of these, right? But the same cards are coming out, then that is the soul lesson to be learned. Hold on. He likes fishing. Okay, Claire, let's go into this. So I feel like it's going to be for this person. I don't know who's next to you, but there's something about fishing that comes through. There's going to be fishing. I hear the name Mike. Fishing, Mike, fishing, Mike. Think about whoever the person is next to you as well. Think about their energy too coming through, please. All right. All right, so this is seeing beyond, here it is, seeing beyond your current situation, right? So whatever's going on here, it's seeing beyond your current situation. What I love about this is the Palladians card. Palladians card comes in because there's a double mission to be had. So if you go up into the Akashic record, sometimes you are assisting or helping a soul to learn something and something else. So for example, I am an amazing psychic, but I'm also here for humanity. That's going to be 2 missions, okay? Psychic medium, and then humanity. Number 2, I know what I have to do, right? You are here for 2 missions that are coming through. Channeling and uplifting humanity. You're here for a double mission. So sometimes when you're going into that, yes, it could be mom, but yes, it could also be a Reiki healer. Yes, it could be. So there's 2 purposes for you that are coming up, right? 2 purposes. And what happens is, and I love this, okay, for you, you're going to get a lot of doves that come around, cardinals that come around. There's a lot of birds that are going to come around for you for the synchronicities. So when you're looking to which direction should I go? What should I do? The whole entire thing will come up because of synchronicities. So this is the divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicities, God incidences, meaning it's perfectly aligned at the right time or the right thing is coming up or coming through, right? So this is, you have two missions that are going on, but you have to look for the signs, right? Let go, release, go back, and accept, right? Let go what your expectations are, release, sit back, and accept. Either way that you do things, whatever you do, these two cards are the same thing. Number one is about valuing your self-worth. Like, what is my self-worth? How can I actually step into that more bolder? I don't know how else to say that. So you are a precious God's gem. You are God's precious gem. So value your self-worth. And the second card that came out was self-esteem. Same thing. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. You have two missions going on, right? I'm mom by day, at night too, but mom is one of my missions. Psychic medium, mission, humanity, mission, right? So identify what your missions are when you're doing this, stepping through, because no matter what you do, you're learning how to embrace, enhance, love, expand your self-esteem, which we all are. Okay? So I hope that helps. Fishing. Yeah, fishing. Sorry, I go back to it, Claire. As soon as I looked at you, I go back to fishing. I want to go fishing. So I hope that that helps for your messages. I love that old timer rock and roll. That's what keeps playing in my head. I love that old timer rock and roll. Okay, 2, 3. So welcome. So welcome. All right, give me yes, 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 so that I can read. I want to read. I want to read. You guys don't want me to sing, I can tell you that. All right. Okay, go through. Okay, so Stephanie, I am back to you. Stephanie. You said, girl, that's what I just heard. I go into your, so when I say highlight, that's exactly what happens with spirit. Like, I don't pick people, like, I can't even, like, your name, I don't know, white, it, like, background kind of highlights for me that I need to say something to that person or go into it. So, and I love this. Okay. Did you just hear my water pop? My water always pops when I need more water. So this is interesting. I'm going all the way through, right? Go through up there. I just wanted to see. So when I am in your, let me go down. Stephanie, are you here? When I am in your throat chakra, that is the first thing that they are clearing out, letting go, releasing stuff in the throat chakra, right? And also when you are talking, right, where do the connections come from or what do you do? Now, dad's still here. Is that correct, Stephanie? Your dad's still here? Your dad's still here? Give me the energy around her and what's coming up for her. I keep hearing stop second guessing. That's the first thing I hear. Stop second guessing. Stop second guessing. Yes. You have this beautiful perseverance energy with you. So when I'm in your throat chakra, communication, dad comes up, throat chakra. I do that because I'm teaching my kids something. It's so obnoxious. I've been trying to stop it. All right. Busy times, multitasking. Take charge of your schedule. Assess the underlying reasons of why you're busy. Regret shows up. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. That's the first thing I just heard of the past. I know that I cannot change the past. Go in for her, please. Okay. All right. My dogs are done and I have to pick them up. That's what I just got a message. Let me go back up. Do you know that they charge now? Just saying. They charge when they're like late or whatever it is. When I'm late. Okay, I'm coming through. Who's Carl? Give me one more. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Okay. So, Stephanie, what I got is what is triggering you or who is triggering you that comes through. The heaviest of chakras for you is going to be in your throat chakra, which is communication. But this is the create inner space, inner sacred space. Yes. Create your sacred space, right? And I love this card because when you go into your sacral is all about manifesting. It's about breaking through. It's about creating, right? Because within the darkness, which a womb, right? Inside your darkness, you create and you birth all of those things, right? Triggered a lot lately. So this is kind of like tune in, like what is the real story that's going on, right? What is this? Why is this bothering me? What's coming up around this? Sometimes this is protect yourself with protection energy, right? Protection energy. When you go in, I know how magical you are, right? When you go into a space or if you get around a person and you're like, ooh, I just can't right now. I can't with their stuff, right? You call in the white light until you feel protected by the white light, until you feel it surrounding you. So that can take 10 to 15 minutes. Like it doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm calling in the white light and done. Like sometimes I have to, before I do a reading, I have to meditate for a while before I do a reading. And I will sit down and I call in the light, right? Until I feel it, until it's around me, until my vibration goes up, until I'm like, oh, okay, I am ready to go read, right? When you're reading big crowds, that's what you have to do. So this is protecting your energy, not giving away your energy or allowing people to steal your energy, but finding what that triggering point really is for you. But it comes down, and which is interesting, right? I'm keeping myself busy so that I don't have to deal with the regret that comes up, or the grief that is coming up, or the numbness that is coming up because they're just showing me numbness, or whatever it is, right? I'm pushing it down into my sacral so I don't have to deal with those patterns and those things that are happening right now. But at the same time, I'm being triggered and I don't know why I'm being triggered. So what I would sit down and do and say, okay, what is the emotion that is coming up for me? Where is it at, right? Where is it around your system? Do I want to hold on to this? What do I need to release from this and let it go? And this is like a time where you kind of want to be like cocooned. You know what I mean? Where you're like, we have these, I call them the sensitive areas. Like you just want to be bubbled up so that you can process your processes. Basically, I just want to process my processes during this time. What is the emotion and where is it? So if you're like, okay, I'm angry, right? I'm angry. Why am I angry? What is triggering the anger? Say the situation. Is there another emotion that comes up besides anger that's within it? My anger sits right here on my chest, right? I'm aware of this anger. Do I want to feel it? Is there something else that's coming up for me? And you literally like journal and write down all the emotions that are coming up, where it is in your field, and releasing it. Can I release it? Can I release it? Can I forgive myself? That's what I just heard. Can I forgive myself? In order to release the emotion, can I do better? And sometimes, like, let's say that I don't want to say you could have made a different choice, right? And this is just in general. You could have made a different choice. And I hold something tight because I didn't do something. I didn't see someone. I didn't pick up the phone call. I didn't do this. Whatever it is, right? I could have made a different choice. Well, from this moment forward, I know that I can make different choices. So I release the past, and I know from this moment forward that I can do better or I can make different changes to move forward. So I hope that helps. What is the emotion? Where is it? Right? Where does it stem from? Because a lot of times it's deeper than what we actually see. And that's like the hard work, going into the darkness to get out to the light. But we're also tired of having the darkness that keeps like coming up in our face all the time. Like, I'm pissed. Yes, I'm pissed. What do I do? Right? Where is this coming from? Right? And like taking that time, like I just want to put you into like a cocoon. I feel like that's what we need. We need these beautiful cocoons to say, hey, I'm processing my emotions right now. I'm processing my processes, and I don't want to navigate anything right now. Right? World, pause for a minute so that I can just process. And if I could like give you that gift, that's what I would give you, a big bubble. A big bubble so that you could process your processes. I see you with a journal. I see you with a candle, getting it down, connecting, talking it, and like really understanding the emotion. What is the emotion? Because emotion means that it's not in emotion, right? It's not in motion. It's just kind of stuck energy. So it's diving into it. So Thursday, energies are going to shift. High five. So we're in all of this together. So sending you big hugs. I love you so much as you navigate through this. Okay? Awesome. Yes? Sounds lovely. Yeah, like a little cocoon, a process for processes. Process for processes. All right. So I'm going to do one more because I have to go pick up my beautiful spa dogs. Is that what we're calling them? My spa dogs. So please let me know. Let me know who wants a reading. Let's go do a reading. I don't know where these all go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes, you do. I already know that you do. Okay. These are all going to be confusing because that's okay. Got them all. All right. So I'm going to pause for a minute because I really want to read Candace because Candace is highlighting. But Lori, when I glance up at you, on the right path, on the right path, on the right path, chug, 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 on the right path. Just want to mention that to you, okay? There's nothing that really like highlights that comes up through here, Lori. It's just working through it on the right path. But I do want to read Candace because I have a person coming through who loves to read books, who loves to read book. Candace, Candace, Candace. Please verify. And I also want to go to the army. So who was in the army for you? Army for you that comes through, Candace. Let me go through. Okay. Yes. Yes. Got it. Go all the way around. Army. So man who's in the, obviously, man who's in the army, and also a woman who loves to read books comes through. Lori, Lori, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. That's all I know. You're on the right track. Like seriously, nothing comes up that's highlighting for you. So I could be mixing, but let me. So Candace, when I was into Candace, what happens? I'm going to talk to you about your sacral emotions, going with the flow. Finding that creative spark. What also comes around you is the butterfly. So butterfly symbolism comes around you very often. So you're going to see them. They're going to be dancing in front of you. Orange that comes in for you. That comes in. Okay, Candace. So when you are connecting in, butterflies are going to be coming in. All right, keep coming forward a little bit more, please. But I go into your sacral. So your sacral, emotions go with the flow, relationships, right? We want to open that up. And when I say open that up, that really means like allow the energy to have flow that comes through, creative expression flow to come through. And sometimes that's as easy as a meditation, a sacral meditation, sound bath that comes through. You like crystals? Throw some crystals on, right? But it's really opening up your chakras. I like to do it through visualization, that orange color. It's almost like a sunset that comes through. That feels really good. Being in Florida comes through. Having that beach for you comes through. But I keep going into sacral with you. I want to open and expand, birth something new that comes through in the sacral. So let me pull out your cards for you and the energies that are coming around. Whip, whip. Okay. stare at your picture. Hold on. Okay. Who's that? You know how Spirit communicates with me? Through music. Piano? Yes? What is that music? Where does it come from? I don't know. You know how many songs come in my head a day? And I'm like, I don't even listen to the radio. I don't even listen to the radio. That's the funniest part about it. Like, I don't have time. I just don't. I don't listen to it. But I love that song. Okay. For you, growth. That is your soul lesson right now. Growing, growth, expansion. I want to expand my conscious and my awareness. Okay. Now, this is you have to trust in the unknown. So, if you're going to make a jump into something new for you, right? That's what I'm saying. Sacral, going through and expanding. Going through and expanding. If you're ready for something new, if you're ready to do something or like shift gears, or if you're like in counseling and you want to go into something with Reiki or no, yes. So if you want to expand at work, expand in different ways, you are having a period of growth, okay? Growth period for you. And you have to trust in the unknown. Trust in the unknown. This is one of my favorite cards. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? You know how like when you sit inside, you're like, I would really love to see this. I have this big picture. I have this big dream. I want to do this. Okay? She's like defending. Have you answered your deepest calling? Sorry, because what you're going to do is unconventional and it's going to give you prosperity. So these are all your cards. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Stop overthinking, facing your true north. This is about expansion and growing all around. That is what happens. So if you're going to, I'm going to say, I keep going back to career. It doesn't have to be career, but usually it's almost like you are aligning more and more with, I always say your true north. You're aligning more and more in with your higher self, right? So in order to do that, you're going to have to make jumps that seem unconventional, do things that you wouldn't normally do. For example, I posted on TikTok, right? In order to grow and in order to expand. So sometimes when we feel like we leveled out and we haven't had that expansion, or we hit that plateau and we're like, what else is going on or what else do I need? You're going to be entering in, because I went through your sacral, entering into this place for growth and expansion. So this is the time, but you have to trust in the unconventional, not the logical, but like, you know what? I feel like doing this. I have a hunch on this. My true compass says to look over here. I'm going to go do that. Like I got up this morning and I went, okay, I'm going to post my story on TikTok. I know nothing. I don't even know how to use TikTok. I had to Google how to upload a video for 40 minutes to understand. It's out of my element. It's time for growth. You're right. It's almost like I'm through here. I'm going through your sacral and I need to birth. So picking something, but you have to trust in the unknown. You have to do the things that are unconventional, not like I went to school and this is the only way. I went to university and I have to go 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th university. And then you go to university, right? Conventional. Those are steps. You go to 8th grade, you go to 9th grade, you go to 10th grade. You know what I mean? Steps. Yours is I have to do things unconventional and I have to trust in the universe and I have to really, this is going to be a trust in the universe kind of thing. It's going to be an intuitive kind of thing. You're going to have to build this bond, this relationship with the universe. Your grandmother's crossed over on the other side as well. You're going to build this relationship with the universe where you're like, hey, I'm jumping, you catch me. Because that's where we're at right now. I'm tuning into my intuition. I'm looking for the signs. This is the direction that I need to go. I'm jumping. You catch me. And you make that pact with the universe. So all good things for you keep moving forward, keep expanding, but work on the energy of your sacral because you need some more vitality energy to it. Yes. So meditations, yellow, orange. I almost say like a burnt orange. The sunstone, you can use the sunstone, and that will activate the growth within your sacral to allow more energy to come through. Okay. Fantastic. So I will be on next Monday night. Sorry, I was going to do nights, but I did day, although I do like having lunch with you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. Again, full moon ceremony is on Wednesday. If you want to join our membership, we would love to have you here. Awesome. Yay. She said, wow, thank you so much. You're so welcome. So welcome. All right. I will see you guys next Monday. Cindy, that's for you. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.